A few days ago, this channel hit a massive milestone, 1 million subscribers. So I figured the best way to celebrate would be to go searching for the most massive animal on the planet in a very small boat. Yeah, we're gonna go find a blue whale, the largest animal to ever exist, that we know of. This might sound like quite the expedition, but I just so happen to live not too far from my friend Delaney, who's a tour guide for a local whale watching agency called Newport Coastal Adventure, and it just so happens to be blue whale season out here. I went out with them in November last year for humpback season, and it was sick. So this time I brought some friends, and Delaney took us out to see if we could find the big guys. So
today they just came up. Oh shit. Today we are searching for whales. I feel like great, excited. How are you feeling?
Also excited. I don't want to throw up though. You what?
I got donuts.
Before getting on the boat, I decided to get some donuts for everyone, which would come to bite me in the ass later on.
Oh!
The scammer?
This is smaller than the last one.
Now you might be thinking, why the small boat for big whale?
Rigid hull inflatable.
Which means
The bottom of the boat, the hull of it, is rigid. It's made out of something like aluminum or fiberglass.
Okay. The inflatable part is outside.
So this boat is extra hard to sink.
Actually, before we go any further, let me introduce our crew on board today.
with a freeze frame.
This is Brooke. She's my best friend, and she'll be the cinematographer today, aka recording everything on her phone. She brought along her brother Reed, who happens to have a drone and was down to film some whales. My manager Chelsea.
Chelsea, I'm not in this.
She really likes whales and is much more comfortable behind the scenes. And our tour guide for today, Delaney, also known as Cetaceans on Instagram. She knows everything there is to know about whales. And I'm Lindsay. This is my channel.
How far offshore do we go?
We're gonna go pretty far.
We're going pretty far.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We're going wherever the whales are.
Alright.
Delaney had mentioned the day before a couple blue whales were spotted up the coast closer to LA. So plan A was to zip up north and hopefully find them. A trip that would take about 35 minutes.
They are sort of reaction-based animals where you're gonna be sitting still. The animal is feeding underwater, usually somewhere between 300 to 600 feet. So we really just sit still. We wait to see where the whale surfaces. And then as soon as it comes up, we see that spout, we just take off and head over towards it. You guys have any questions for me?
We're steering the boat right now.
Whales.
Dude, I don't know if you can tell, but we were going fast as fuck. And in a little boat like that, it felt like going 80 on the highway in a go-kart. And not even 10 minutes into our way up, Delaney spotted a spout out to the west. A fin whale. Oh shit, wait, 2 fin whales. Just hanging out.
There's 2 fin whales behind me right now.
Fin whales, if you don't know, are also very large whales. They're the second longest whales, after the blue whale. Very long and slender.
Oh my god, dude.
And apparently whales were starting to show up all over the place. Fin whales are generally easy to recognize right off the bat because they're a lot more modest. They don't show a lot of skin. So generally what happens with whales is they come up to the surface, take a few breaths, and then dive for like 8 to 12 minutes depending on the species, resurface, and the cycle continues.
That is insane.
That is an awesome shot right there.
They don't do their tail. Actually, the most of her tail I've ever seen.
Yeah, wow.
Usually when they take that last breath and go for the dive, they raise their flukes, get a little round of applause from the audience. Fin whales don't do that. They have no desire to impress anyone. They don't give a fuck. You just expect it, then nothing happens. They just disappear.
They're second in size only to the blue whale, but they're only about half the weight. We can tell these are fin whales. They have this dark gray color.
They also have these light gray markings all over them called chevrons that make them easy to recognize,
The other characteristic is that very large dorsal fin you can see on the back.
which may not seem like it relative to a dolphin, but compared to other baleen whales, it's pretty fucking huge.
Shark or whale, though? Shark or whale? You decide.
These guys come here to feed on krill. We identify the individuals based on the dorsal fin. So this one in the rear I don't recognize, but Old Faithful up here, you see, he's got that cut in the top of her fin and it leans over to the left. And this one is actually a little celebrity.
Yeah.
So she's been seen in California and documented more than any other individual fin whale.
And it's like into another universe portal.
So the whales are no longer near the surface. So you can see just the power of their tails. Every single circle you see here is a kick from that tail. And you'll notice the spinal blueprint in front of us is extra large because that's the final kick to go down for a dive.
So while they're down there eating, we're just hanging out.
How was that?
That was fantastic. How do you think that was?
Oh, amazing. Incredible. It'd just be cool again.
You said just be cool.
There's one whale to our right that we know of.
Manager doing manager things. Yeah. Remember your taglines.
It's just so cool seeing the behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're real professional. Yeah.
Red brown stuff.
That is whale poop. That's krill.
So krill is red in color, so it went to the bathroom.
The way you caught that on camera?
I barely did though.
That's
Like,
insane.
Whale shit!
Has there been any whale attacks recently, or if any?
It does happen accidentally. So whales, oh, there she is. Whales are not aggressive animals by nature. When they feel threatened, their response is to run. So when people harass them, they're much more likely to pick up the speed and be evasive than they are to turn around and charge at a boat that they don't like. Especially the fin whale. This is a very fast species of whale. They've been seen traveling 20 to 23 miles per hour.
They get to hunt two
That's a
whales.
whale. As cool as the fin whales are, we decided it was time to continue our search for the blue whale. Delaney got a call on the radio about some blue whales spotted south, so it was time to zip. Okay, wait, yeah, there were a couple pit stops.
A jellyfish.
Right there. Is this a ctenophore?
Or salp. That's just a regular salp.
Just regular salp.
Remember when I talked about Phronema in the Aliens episode of What the Fuck Is This? That live inside the carcasses of their former victims? Salps are their victims. Otherwise, there's nothing else to say. They just hang out.
There's another one out here called a twin-tailed salp.
It has this freaking insane nickname called Tethys vagina. It's like
Kelp patty. Just a floating patch of kelp out in the open ocean. Often an oasis of sea specimens.
That's a shark, bro.
no, it's just lighter colored seaweed.
Oh, okay.
This one, unfortunately, the unmarked grave of a seagull. And maybe a sunfish?
Some critter.
Specimen. And a big ass pod of common dolphins. Small, agile, whales, highly social, highly energetic, always out here. They can form pods of up to like 10,000 individuals. This one was probably about 200 to 300, and they really like checking out boats.
Definitely worth the detour.
Got a whale. Wait, do that again.
I tried to put a hat on.
Brooke has a deep fear of the ocean.
Yeah, that's a blue whale. So blue whales do show their tails, but fin whales do not. The reason why? Who knows? Some of them do, some of them don't. But yeah, at least that fin whale over there. You know, they had reported a pair of blue whales traveling down the coast. Nobody's seen a pair. There's been this single, another single, and then another single, and it's like very easily this could be one of the whales that was in the pair, and they broke apart. Just like how Old Faithful and the other one were like side by side, and then they separated. So baleen whales do that all the time. All the associations they have are temporary. So they may be together for minutes or hours or days, but it's usually not going to span into months or years. It's not like a familial sort of bond.
Here it goes. So sick. Whale facts or no?
The blue whale is the largest animal to ever exist that we know of.
What about the Argentinosaurus?
They were longer, but they weren't as massive.
What's that megalodon?
Megalodon only got to 60 feet long. Blue whales can get to, Delaney, what, like 110 feet? Yes. 110 feet.
That we know of.
That we know of. Delaney, what's the biggest blue whale? 120 feet?
They accurately measured 98, but it's thought to be somewhere between like 109 to 112.
Oh, okay. You know what's worse than floor donuts? Boat floor donuts.
Is all fell on the floor?
They all fall on the floor.
Why do you say he's not friendly?
Here's salt water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just destroyed. Is that your donut?
It's my donut, yeah.
So this is what they do when they feed. They do a tight circle on the surface.
Oh.
The whale just came up from where it just did some feeding.
I see.
Size comparison is nuts.
I don't know. Be amazed.
Holy shit, dude.
That's the biggest animal to ever exist that we know of.
But I do know that one. I saw that one last week. Doesn't have a name, I just recognize it.
You should name it.
Name it. You want to name it?
The Lindsay.
No. What should we name it? Donut.
Donut. You fucking donut.
Oh.
Someone stepped on it.
What are the whales that do the huge tail splash? Like I've seen
Humpback
those.
whales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Humpback whales are super fun. Tail lobbing, tail slapping, pectoral fin slapping, chin slapping, all kinds of different things.
What's a chin slap?
A chin slap is where the whale kind of comes up out of the water with its head straight up and then slams its head straight back down.
They do lots of tricks.
Yeah, the best way to end the day, seeing a blue whale with our own eyes. The perfect reminder that it's a privilege to exist at the same time as these animals, and it's a privilege to be able to share this appreciation with you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do so, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, stay curious. The world has a lot for us to learn. See ya! Which way should I point? That way?
Yeah.
There's a whale!
Oh.
No?
You don't have to get me. It's just for her. It's like method acting.
Just pretend to be a whale and I'll cut to Lindsay.
No, I can't do that.
I want Gian to have this.
I can't do that.
There's a whale!
No. You could be the whale person. I'll swap places.
I'll do anything for Lindsay.
Jump in, pretend to be the whale.
Anything for the shot.